They say the darkest hour is just before the dawn. But what if I told you that before every great achievement, before every leap forward, there are warning signs, and not the kind you think? Today, we dive deep into Aristotle's philosophy and the wisdom of history's greatest polymaths to uncover 3 unmistakable signs you're standing at the very edge, the final stage before a breakthrough. Stay with me until the end, because these signs are not just hints. They're proof that transformation is already in motion. This is Aristotle, where ancient wisdom meets modern mastery. Sign number 1. Pressure reaches its peak. Aristotle believed in the principle of entelechy, the idea that everything has a purpose, and all living things naturally grow towards fulfilling that purpose. But here's the paradox. Right before we fulfill our purpose, life often tests us with the heaviest pressure we've ever faced. Think about the boiling point of water at 99 degrees Celsius. Nothing changes. It's still liquid, but just 1 degree more, and the entire state transforms into steam. That one last push changes everything. Polymaths throughout history experienced this. Isaac Newton nearly gave up on his studies before formulating the laws of motion. Marie Curie faced endless rejections before her discoveries revolutionized science. Even Aristotle himself faced exile and political danger before producing some of his most timeless works. That pressure you feel? That's not a sign to quit. It's the world asking, are you ready to hold the weight of what's coming? Aristotle's insight: we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. When pressure mounts, it's your habits, not motivation, that carry you through. So if life feels heavier than ever, you might just be one step away from the breakthrough you've been working for. Sign number 2, old doors slam shut. One of Aristotle's most overlooked ideas is privation, the concept that to gain something, something else must first be removed. In simple terms, before the new chapter begins, the old one must close. Polymathic wisdom across cultures agrees. In physics, there's the law of conservation. Something must shift for new energy to emerge. In biology, forests must shed their leaves to grow stronger in spring. In life, you might lose relationships, jobs, routines, or even parts of your identity before stepping into the next level. And yes, it can feel brutal. You may think the universe is punishing you, but in truth, it's pruning you. Aristotle wrote, "Nature does nothing in vain. If a door closes, it's because it no longer serves your telos, your ultimate purpose. So if you've been losing things you thought were essential, don't fight it. Recognize it as the clearing of the stage before your grand entrance." Sign number 3, clarity emerges from chaos. Here's something fascinating Aristotle understood as a polymath. Chaos often precedes order. In metaphysics, Aristotle explained that potential becomes actual when form takes shape, and that form often arrives suddenly, after months or years of seeming confusion. Think of the inventor Thomas Edison, thousands of failed attempts before the light bulb, or Leonardo da Vinci, whose notebooks were filled with scattered ideas that suddenly converged into timeless art and engineering marvels. When you're at the final stage before a breakthrough, patterns start to appear where once there was only noise. The business idea finally clicks. The skill you struggled with suddenly feels natural. The problem that seemed impossible suddenly looks simple. Aristotle might say you've reached the moment where your potential has actualized. This clarity is the final sign. If you're feeling it now, don't stop. Momentum is in your favor. So if you're feeling crushing pressure, watching old doors slam shut, and experiencing clarity emerge from chaos, you are not breaking down. You are breaking through. Aristotle taught that we live for our highest purpose, and every trial, every loss, every challenge is part of the preparation. This is your moment. Don't waste it. Channel outro bumper. This was Aristotle, where ancient wisdom meets modern mastery. If you're ready to rise into your breakthrough, subscribe and join us for more timeless strategies to master your mind, your craft, and your life.